mga Jackonatics and mga ka-Engoo natin dyan. How are you today? Again, this is your Tutor Jacko at your service. Alright, welcome back to my channel. So today, pag-uusapan natin ngayon guys, how to file your annual income tax return. Alright, so just to be clear about this tutorial, this is actually applicable for non VAT taxpayers, and then also those who avail the 8% income tax rate option. And yeah, for online tutors like me, this is applicable, and also for freelancers, social media influencers, or sa mga kasama natin mga YouTubers dyan. Alright? And of course, disclaimer lamang po, this video is for training purposes only. Any conflict between this video with the revenue regulations, memorandum orders, memorandum circulars, tax advisories, and of course the training law, RA 10963, right? The latter shall prevail. And these are your key takeaways for this tutorial. We have the first one here. What is BIR Form 1700, 1701, and 1701A? So, for sa mga bago, nahihirapan tayo, confused tayo, which is which. Right? So, usapan natin yun mamaya. Now, what is 8% income tax rate option? Alright? And how does the 250,000 exemption applies? And then also, we also talk about, the attachments required. Of course, this is for eBIR forms, alright? And also, we will be talking about the deadline for filing and how to file using the eBIR form. And for our first item, what is BIR Form? BIR Form 1700, 1701, and 1701A. So, 1700, this is actually for those who have no other sources of income other than employment income. Alright? So, kung nagtatrabaho ka lang, you are employed, meron kang amo, meron kang employer, so 1700 yung gagamitin. And then, for 1701, this is actually for those who are mixed income individuals, meaning an employee and earning income from business or other side professions. Alright? Like for example, magtatrabaho ka, sa isang company, and then meron ka ring business, and you are also providing services like online tutorial, pwede kasi yan. Applicable for those who choose the graduated tax rate with an itemized deduction method. Alright? So, yung gumagamit ng mga tax tables. Now, in our case, in my case, personally, I am an online tutor, so purely doon lang ako kumukuha ng income. Alright? And then, this is actually for those who are earning purely business income or income from profession. So, this is a new form released by the BIR for those who chose the option standard deduction method, OSD, or opted in for 8% gross receipts tax, alright, in the previous year. So, dito tayo magpo-focus kasi ito yung ginagamit ko na form when I file my annual income tax return. So, what is 8% income tax rate option? The 8% tax is applicable only to self-employed individuals, sole proprietors or businessmen and women, and professionals, okay? The ones providing services, like me, I'm providing services, online service, okay, as a tutor, whose gross receipts or gross sales and other non-operating income for the year do not exceed the 3 million pesos value-added tax VAT or VAT threshold and are not subject to other types of percentage tax. Alright? So, kasi kapag sumobra ka na, 3 million na yung annual income mo, so you are not considered a VAT taxpayers. Alright? Well, in my case, I choose to have this, income tax rate kasi para wala na akong iisipin pang iba. Okay? Kasi if you will use kasi hindi pa naman ako umabot ng 3 million. Okay, so, okay lang sa akin, okay lang sa mga online teachers. Kasi nga, ito na lang yung iisipin natin, yung ating 0605 at the beginning of the year, and then the quarter and the annual return. So, yun na lang yung parang gumugulo sa ating isipan. Alright. No, so para wala ka ng percentage tax, alright? And then, para sa akin, mas convenient kasi siya and very applicable siya sa akin, okay? It's not applicable for everyone, so you really try to compute, you really estimate your income tax, I mean your income, alright? Para alam mo, ipasok ka for the 8% income tax rate option, alright? And now, how does the 250,000 exemption applies? Alright, kasi when you use the 8%, you have to really understand how does, the 250,000 exemption applies. Alright, so under the new train law, or the train law, those who earn less than 250,000 annually are exempt from paying income tax returns. Alright, so if you want to avail the 0% tax, or para hindi na mag-withhold yung company kung saan ka nagpo-provide ng services, alright, so para purely matatanggap mo na yung whole pay mo, so you have to apply the 8%, alright, so and under this new law or the train law, those who earn less than 250 annually are exempted, or exempt from paying income tax. So if you fall under this bracket, you don't have to pay your annual ITR. But remember this, kahit wala kang binabayaran, you still have to file, alright? Kahit 0 yung yung fina-file mo, especially if you're filing it using the eBIR Form, 0 yun. So you have to still, okay? You have to still file kasi pag hindi ka mag-file, you will be penalized, alright? So dapat mag-file ka talaga. Now, in some cases, in case you will exceed the 250 exemptions, so what will happen? Alright? Kasi when we file our returns, meron tayong first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. Alright? So wala nang fourth quarter return kasi the ITR is the final return that you will file, alright, to the BIR. So parang yun na rin yung parang fourth quarter. But the ITR is the entire thing. I mean, the whole year income mo na, alright? So there are cases na yung estimate mo for the year is less than 250 but ginanahan ka magtrabaho, alright? Or talagang nagpursigi ka, you worked really hard for the year. Tapos lumampas ng 250,000 yung yung annual income mo. Don't worry, alright? Yung tax due mo, mapa-finalize yan when you file your income tax return or the 1701A. And good thing, if you are using the eBIR form, automatically, kapag ka na-input mo na yung details, yung income mo for the year, alright, automatically, the system will compute your tax due. But for the purpose of computation, para alam lang natin, alright, yung total income tax due is 8%, alright? So, kunin mo lang yung gross sales mo or gross service revenue mo, alright? And then, you just deduct the exemption, 250,000. And then, kung ano yung excess, and then, just multiply by the 8% option, alright? And now, what are the attachments required? Again, this is specifically for those taxpayers who are using the eBIR form. Alright? Of course, when you file your return, kailangan yung certificate of income tax withheld at source. Or this is actually the BIR Form 2307. Okay? Ito yung form na ginagamit ng withholding agent. Like in my case, Engoo is my withholding agent. Alright? So, good thing with Engoo kasi sa amin, sa system ng Engoo, sa website, automatic when they, posted your electronic payslip, kasabay nun is the 2307. Alright? Makikita mo doon. And then you just have to click and then you can print it out. Alright? So, para sa, in my case, sa Engoo, hindi na ako nahihirapan kasi there are companies na kailangan mo pa mag-email, you have to request for the BIR Form 2307. But in my case, I'm very lucky because the company already provided it whenever we are scheduled to receive our pay. So, andun na siya. So, sa mga Engoo, mga ka-Engoo ko dyan, alright? So, hindi na tayo nahihirapan ng 2307. No need to request because it's readily available in our electronic payslip. And also, printed email tax return confirmation. So when you use the eBIR form, automatically, magsisend yan ng email notification or confirmation that they have received the ones you have filed using the eBIR form. So when is the deadline for filing your annual income tax return? So the deadline is always the 15th of April. Okay, remember, na yung fina-file natin na income tax return is for the year 2021. Okay, again just to be clear, yung ipa-file natin is for the year 2021. And then the deadline always, alright, when we file is April 15 of the next year, the succeeding year. Like for example, ngayon, 2022, yung whole income mo for the year 2022, you will file it on April 15 on or before April 15 of 2023. So in this case, currently we are filing your income from the year 2021. Alright? So income mo ito for 2021. Don't be confused, no, kasi hindi mo pa isali yung income mo from January to March of 2022. Okay? So wala pa yon. Alright? In my next videos, we will also be talking about, Form 1701Q. Alright? Mayroon din siyang ibang deadline. Alright? So, don't be confused. So, yung income na ipa-file mo for this year, 2022, is the income na earn mo from January to December 2021. Alright? And now, this is it, pansit. Okay. Now, how to file using the eBIR form. Okay, so actually, kasi medyo mahaba siya, and I don't want my, my video to be more than 15 minutes, so I cut it into 2 parts. Alright, so yung discussion is part 1, and then part 2 is the actual filing. Alright, so I'm gonna walk you through how to file using the eBIR form. Alright, so if hindi mo pa na-download yung eBIR form, guys, okay, so you can actually download it from the website of the BIR. But I also have a tutorial on how to download, how to install your eBIR form. Alright, so in my next video, part 2 of this video is, the actual filing of your annual income tax using the eBIR form. Alright, but for this video, guys, thank you for watching. Okay, and if you are new to this channel, just hit that subscribe button. Alright, and if you like this video, hit that like button. And also, if you have some questions, if you have suggestions or recommendations, or if you want to shout out, just feel free to use the comment box below. Alright, and then share this tutorial to other people, especially sa ating mga ka-Engoo dyan. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now. See you very soon.